You must be thinking, can you financially, be set to go to CRNA school? I know you might be thinking to yourself, man, becoming a CRNA might be very expensive, of course, depending on the program you're going to be going into. It could be a master prepared program versus a doctoral prepared program. But I'm here to say, yes, it will be expensive, but there are ways how you can prepare yourself for CRNA school. And I'm going to talk all about that. So keep watching. My name is Christine and welcome to a new video. If this is your first time here and you want to become a CRNA or grow your CRNA career, start now by subscribing and hitting the bell so you don't miss a thing. So yes, I'm talking about financial, talking about can you afford to go to CRNA school. Yes, it can be tough for most people, For example, with me, and I'll give you a perfect example. I remember before even CRNA school, when I was going into nursing school, I came from a family that we didn't have a lot of money, We definitely had food on our plate, and we definitely were able to live comfortable, but we were not rich. We didn't have a lot of money. And life was definitely on my parents could not afford for me to go to school, to be honest with you. Like, I had to do it for myself. And I knew to myself that I wanted to go to school. I wanted to first I wanted to go into biology, and of course maybe do something in medicine, but I didn't know for sure what I wanted to do in life. Yes, I went into nursing school when I got accepted by really trying my best to get accepted into a program, and I did it. When I was a nurse, just to get into nursing school, I had to basically utilize student loans. To be honest with you, yes, I did it. And at the point when I was in school, there was something called an HOP program. I can't remember what it is specifically, but it's a government-funded program for people who are, of course, students who want to go back to school, but they can't financially be accepted, in the sense that they can't afford it. So yes, you can get accepted to school, but I don't have the money. So how am I going to do that? So I basically had something called like government loans, and that helped me when I went to school. Yes, I know you may say to yourself, I don't want to go into debt, and I don't want to have to deal with that type of issue. So maybe in your mind, if I had to do it again, maybe I would work part-time, start saving for school. But at the point when I was in high school, transitioning into going into college, I didn't have the money. So I utilized student loans. I used government student loan because there's different types of loans you can get access to. There are government loans versus private loans. Now, government loans are protected by the government. It's a lower interest rate. There are different types of rates. There's something called fixed or variable. Always try to go for the fixed rate because it doesn't increase. It stays fixed for that time you're in school. And also, depending on your financial situation, saying you graduate and saying you don't have a job right away, they're more lenient with decreasing your amount of payments per month when you graduate to help you transition into getting a job. Private loans can be a lot more harsh in a sense that, it can be a variable, increase over time, and also it can be higher interest rates. But sometimes there's situations where maybe you maxed out your government loans and you still need to survive. Because yes, you're able to afford to go to school, but you don't have the funds to actually survive and live. So sometimes you have to take out private loans, but I believe that you just got to try to be mindful of that yes, it's going to be expensive because in general, going into nursing school, yes, I had definitely, 30 to 60,000 when I graduated from nursing school. And then when I graduated CRNA school, it was a 6-figure salary, basically. Basically the amount of money that I would make as a CRNA, plus or minus, that I will have to owe back to the government. But in my mind, I'm very all about being very, not cheap, but I'm very good about budgeting. I have a budget, and I actually have a Microsoft Excel format where I basically write down all my expenses. And what are some expenses that I have that maybe going out to eat, or maybe some activities, I may have to keep it on a budget so I don't go over that. So in order for me to pay off my debt in life, the one thing with me, I have no credit card debts, okay? 0. I'm very good about paying my bills, but I do have student loans, and yes, I have been very aggressive. So now I've been a CRNA for a couple of years right now. I'm almost done with my student loans. Hopefully by the end of the year, I'll be completely done. But I did it on a budget. So yes, you may be thinking I want to become a CRNA. I might be thinking about student loans, maybe not student loan, maybe private loans. I want to go to school, but I may not be able to afford it. Save if you can. And if you have access to government loans, and worst case scenario, honestly, I'm sorry to say, worst case scenario, private loans, try to avoid that if you can. But if you have access to getting loans to carry yourself through school, do that. You know, when you're an ICU nurse, for example, when I was an ICU, I saved, and I started to pay off my loans from when I was getting my bachelor's in nursing. I was also saving as well, and of course, I had extra money just for myself to have fun. I'm a big traveler. Even when I was a nurse, I loved traveling, but I did it on a budget. I never went to places that was too expensive. And maybe if I did go to a place that was very expensive, I definitely saved for it. But I always put my priorities straight. What are my high priority things versus my low priority things? And I think that helped me. And maybe that might help you. I definitely have a video about how to budget yourself. So definitely click the link above or watch this clip, and you can see that as well. So yes, I know you might be saying, oh, what else can I do? Well, there are other things, of course, you can do. I recommend, of course, when you do get, say, for example, you're an ICU nurse, for example, and you're ready to go, you're thinking about going into the CRNA school, maybe 6 months out of the line, maybe a year from now, maybe 2 years from now, but basically you just started working as an ICU nurse. Yes, you will be getting a nice salary in comparison to the average person, but you gotta remind yourself to start saving, okay? So you may have a checking account, you'll have a savings account. So definitely, what I recommend is in your checking account, there's a way with some banks that you can schedule every single month to pull out a certain amount of money. Even if it's $50, even if it's $100 a month, to transfer to your saving account. Over time, it will add up. And yes, you may say that may not be enough, but you never know. It could be a cushion for an emergency. Because say something happens to you and you need money. You have an emergency fund. You don't have to depend on anyone but yourself. Because you never know what can happen in life. And you know what? And dreams require sacrifice, right? So you want to prepare yourself for situations where you may not be able to ask for help. For me, I couldn't ask for help from my family. My parents didn't have money to help me. I had to do everything myself. I mean, yes, I had basically my father from Trinidad and Tobago, because I'm from the Caribbean. He would try to help, just give me some money per month for my first semester, just to help with books. But it wasn't a lot of money, because in the Caribbean, I mean, the US dollar to Trinidadian dollar is definitely different. It could be 6 Trinidadian dollar for 1 US dollar. See? So, I mean, he tried, but it definitely didn't help 100%, but it was better than nothing. You know what I mean? And then also another advice I would say to help you is to maybe cut back. I know we love eating out, we love going out. Maybe you're into the whole party scene. I'm not, but I used to be into that when I was younger. You know, that costs money. You know, drinks are expensive, going out to the clubs is expensive. Just honestly cut back on that, or even take it to no. Because when you go to CRNA school, you gotta mentally prepare yourself to be focused. You know, you gotta cleanse your body and be in a positive place. You need to surround yourself around people who are able to give you that energy that's going to help you. Because, you know, there are people who are going to be out there who's going to say, oh, you can't go to school. Oh, you can't do this. You can't do that. But you know what? Honestly, you got to focus on yourself. And you got to say to yourself, I can do it and I will do it. And it doesn't matter what anyone says, I'm going to succeed in life. And you're going to succeed in life. Because I totally remember I had people who were negative. Oh, you're not going to get into CRNA school. Oh, you're not going to do this. Oh, you're not going to do that. And I'm like, sure. I just nodded and be polite and very professional. But I knew I had a dream. I had a passion. I was focused. And I knew that going back to school, no matter how much it cost me, I was going to do it. And when I graduate, I'm going to make sure that I budget myself and pay back my student loans. That's it. And you know what? As soon as when I finish my student loans, I'm going to do a video for you guys and let you guys know how I did it. But right now, I'm still paying it off, so definitely look out for that next video. Another thing to think about is, say for example, you're a nurse, or maybe you're in another field, or you're just interested in CRNAs, and you're like, I love to travel. I mean, I love seeing the world, because what if I don't get into CRNA school? It's my backup plan. I want to live my life. Because a lot of people who go into CRNA school nowadays, they're in their 30s, 40s, even 50s. And that's okay, you know? Of course, there are a few that go in their 20s, but a lot of CRNAs have lots of years of experience. But there are some people who have definitely use a plan where they've gotten to school really quick. And I definitely have a lot of videos on that to guide you, so if you wanted to do it quick. But in general, a lot of CRNAs have many years of experience. Been ICU nurses for a while. They loved ICU nursing, critical care medicine. They didn't want to transition into being a CRNA and give amazing holistic anesthesia to their patients. But you're like, you know what? I want to travel. I need that in my life. Well, one thing with me, I never travel, in a sense that I spend a lot of money. I use something called points and miles. I travel, honestly, I'll do a future video on this. I travel basically almost anywhere in the world almost free with credit cards and travel points. You may say to yourself, credit cards? That is debt, okay? You do it the right way. And if you pay off your, use it for your regular daily expenses, use your credit card, and you paid off every single month, full. So it's like you're using it as like a debit card. Rack up points. But yeah, you may think $1 for 1 point. Is that really realistic? Well, in my head, I don't do it that way. I do it a different way. I do it what you call bonus points, where I'm able to get a certain credit card that gives a lot of points, and I'm able to maximize on that, and then use those points to use for flights, rental cars, hotels. For example, where I'm at right now, I am the Grand Hyatt 5-star hotel and spa, it's a resort and spa in Kauai, Hawaii, okay? And this hotel is practically $400 to $500 a night. It has a beautiful swimming pool, it has 5-star restaurants, it's really nice. But I did it with points and miles. And basically, free. $0 out of my pocket. So even though I'm a CRNA, my mindset is all about budgeting. My mindset is not spending dollar to dollar. My mindset is about saving, and yes, I want to have a good time and travel the world, but at the same time, I have student loans I have to focus on and get rid of. So if there's a way of me finagling to go to a nice hotel with points, I will do so. So I definitely have future videos on that, but that's just an example of, say for example, you're travel and you want to financially go to school, but you just have that itch to travel, and I understand that. So definitely, totally understand. To go over the main things to maximize and be financially set for CRNA school is definitely saving. Saving every single month, okay? Putting a stash away. Considering student loans, if you're able to just save a lot of money and maximize and save it all for school, that's amazing. I mean, you can do it, but it's about the mindset of saving. You can do that. You can do it without student loans. But if you're unable to, and you've tried, but you still need some more money to financially allow you to go to school, there are student loans. Always government loans versus private loans. Worst case scenario, last thing would be private loans, okay? Budget yourself. Think about a budget, and focusing on what your must-haves versus what you may need or may not need. And try to finagle things and keep yourself on a budget. So I hope you learned a little bit about financial planning for CRNA school. And if you want to learn more about CRNAs and how to grow your CRNA career, definitely click one of these videos over here, and I'll see you in the next video.